Hey everyone, this is Chris Crazy House, and in this commentary, I just want to answer two questions that I got from my fans in both comment sections and also just an email. The first one is not really so much a question, but just someone thanking me for doing certain commentaries on pop culture, comic books, entertainment, and whatnot. And he said, "Thank you for doing it from a black male perspective." And I just want to say, I appreciate you as well. Thank you for taking the time to even watch these videos. So this person was saying this because they said that, they still enjoy content like this about pop culture as far as like the commentaries and whatnot. But some of the issues they have with some of the more mainstream commentators on YouTube is they sometimes slide into this they're anti SJW, but there's also a hint. Not saying they are, but there's a hint of some racism and things like that there as well. So they say, sometimes they kind of slide into that, and they almost get to the, everyone's against the white man type deal. And so they said they're glad to hear a perspective from me being a black male, and that I might share certain uh, similar views, but I also have a different perspective, just the way I grew up. So, I say I appreciate that. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with watching some of these other commentators. I watch them too, but I do understand what the person that sent me this email was talking about. And I've also noticed the same thing as well. To me, it doesn't bother me because I have I built up a hard shell when it comes to dealing with things like that. I've dealt with that on the internet because, like I said, I've been on the internet since the late '90s, so I understand certain mentalities. Like I go on a lot of different message boards over the years, and like I've been on pop culture things like Ain't It Cool News. I've been on political boards like Crooks and Liars. I've been on fight boards like Share Dog, and they're right that sometimes these people they have a you think they share all the same views as you, but then they start to slant into certain things. Like they might support a political figure who likes to race bait or who is just overtly racist or who is a white nationalist or white supremacist. And you have to be able to filter whatever their commentary is or whatever their opinion is on pop culture and filter that away from the racism. So I understand where this person's coming from. And for those uh, whites who might get mad at me for even saying that, that's on you. You have to worry. You have to do your own soul searching in that regard. I can't help you on that one. Okay, it is what it is, and you can't change how I feel or how anyone else feels about some of your views. Okay, this is not. I'm not here just to appease you. I'm going to give my opinion based on what I see in my own experiences, and if you give your opinion and it's different from mine, I have no problem with that. I respect that. It's okay to have a difference of opinion, as long as no one gets rude or anything. But we see what we see, and we're not making it up, and we're not living in victimhood, as some people might say about blacks. So thanks to that person for making that comment. I appreciate you. I hope you stick around for other commentary and other animation on this channel. The second one was someone asked me a question about the creator of the cartoon Steven Universe, and they were saying that why is a cartoon like that so popular, and why are artists or animators like you, why is your content not more popular or get more views or on a major network or whatever? And my response to that is that just that I don't want to be on a major network at this point in my career. Like I did pursue that when I was a lot younger, but you learn while working in the industry that that's not all it's cracked up to be all the time. If I sold a certain product to a major network, then I would have to conform to their rules. And conforming to their rules, they might want to do something with my product that's something that I don't want to do, or it goes against my own agenda and my own message that I want to portray in my work. Like, I'll just give you a small example. Like the concept that I'm working on now, the Chris Crazy House concept. The main character, Chris, has a black girlfriend named Sheba Starfire. So is that, if I gave that to a major network, would they want to make her a white character, or would they just not want to have that relationship? Because if you look on any major network, you don't really see any type of positive black relationships on TV. I'm talking about just purely black. It's usually an interracial relationship nowadays. And I don't want to do that, especially when this concept that I'm developing is for young people. I want to promote black love, that, the type of thing we saw growing up watching, maybe like the Cosby Show or A Different World. I want to promote that to young people so they don't think that their only option is to go outside of their race and date outside the race. Not saying that if you want to do that, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying what I want to promote. And would the mainstream networks even allow me to do something like that nowadays? Because it seems like everything is the exact opposite. So that's my response to that. When you give up to a major company, you have to conform to them. Now, as far as Steven Universe goes, I don't hate it. I don't really watch it that much. I watched the first like 5 episodes, and I saw an early pilot of it maybe a year before it came out, because I was just privy to that, and I got a chance to see it. And I thought it was okay. The different style of cartoon. It's not for me, but I don't hate the show. And whatever anyone wants to appreciate about the show, I have no problem with that. Or if there is any type of message that the show is trying to portray, I have no problem with that. My thing is, I don't want anyone interfering with my message, so I would never interfere with anyone else's. I think there's enough room and an abundance of space, especially with the internet now, where everyone can have a voice and no one really should be silenced. Even someone who puts out something that might be considered extreme, they should be allowed to put it there. And if someone wants to watch it, give people that freedom of choice. I don't think there should be any type of censorship in that way. But like I said, stuff like Steven Universe is not for me. I'm not going to bash it and say I hate it. I've only seen small parts of it, so I realize that it's not a cartoon that I would want to watch. But you don't know what the creator went through to get that on TV, and what she might have had to compromise in order to even get to that point. So it's not all glitter and gold when you see things on TV. A lot of creators out there are hurt by having to give up their characters or give up their concept, or having to change their concept. Like a good example of this is the character Doc McStuffins. Actually, the creator is Asian, and I think the original character was white, but they put it on TV and they changed the character in the family to be black. So I guess so Disney could have some more diversity on their Disney Junior platform. So like I said, that stuff like that happens all the time. And I guess the creator is okay with that because she still gets credited and still gets a fat paycheck. So I guess she's okay with it. But some creators are not okay with having to change things like that. And I understand that. And some people just go for it because they want to get that check. And, some people are willing to do it. Some are not. It's all up to that artist what they want to do. But like I said, a lot of things that do make it through to the end, you never know what's been changed or messed with, or what the artist has to go through, or if they even own it, have any ownership on it anymore to even have an opinion on it. So that's my answer to that. I'm not hurt about not being mainstream. Just say that. I'm happy where I am. I'm happy to be able to do my concepts on my own. Okay, I can publish my own books. I can say what I want. I'm free to say. I don't have, like, if I make a comment on here, I don't have some major company saying, oh, you can't say that, or you're canceled, or you're fired, or whatever. If people want to come at me, they can come at me, but that's their personal choice. They can't silence me because I don't have, their paychecks don't come, my paychecks don't come from them. It comes from the people. So I have an audience and a base that I can depend on. I don't have to depend on them. So that's my answer to those questions. Hope you appreciate them. If anyone has any more questions, feel free to ask. And if you enjoy my commentaries, if you enjoy my animation and art lessons here, feel free to check those out. I just uploaded a new art lesson on how to draw a naturally cute girl with an afro. Let me know what you think of that. And if you wanted me to do more, just go ahead and comment and let me know, because I do plan on doing a couple more, and I'll make them shorter so they're not 30 minutes long. Anyway, Chris Crazy House signing out. Peace.